Hello everyone, I'm Dion Schuddeboom, and today we're going to be looking at a pair of truly wireless, noise cancelling, and excellent sounding earbuds from Soundcore. Big thank you to Soundcore for providing these. These are the Liberty 3 Pros, and coming in at $169, they have a lot to offer. So without further ado, let's get right into the unboxing. As I always like to say, the unboxing experience is a product's first impression, and the Liberty 3 Pros deliver with sleek packaging. Lifting the magnetic lid reveals everything neatly laid out. First, we have the charging case, and this has a nice feel in the hand and is actually surprisingly thin and has a very satisfying sliding lid mechanism. Sitting right above the charging case are the Liberty 3 Pros themselves, featuring a cool futuristic design. Looking at the different use of materials, already I can tell that these are well put together. In the middle of the box are a wide selection of ear and wingtips to help you find the best fit possible. Putting them on the earbuds, they click firmly into place and don't feel like they would ever fall off. We can now rest the earbuds in the charging case, and this looks very nice. Lastly, in the box, we get a USB-A to USB-C cable. It's always good to see USB-C, and we also get a quick start guide and warranty information. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the Liberty 3 Pros. Now, the Liberty 3 Pros come in 4 colors, and as you can see, I have the black versions here, and they feature this rounded, almost futuristic design that I think looks quite good. On the back here, we have a glossy plastic surface with the Soundcore logo, and this surface also acts for your multi-touch controls. So you can, for example, start and stop your music, take or make phone calls, and even switch between the ANC and transparency modes right on the headphones. But more on that later. Here we will also find one of the many microphones. Now, the Liberty 3 Pros feature 6 in total, and these all serve to help with noise reduction. And then looking at the ear tips, you can see we have some metallic accents. And not only does this look good by adding a touch of color, but of course is also very durable in an area that is very important. On the back, the earbuds feature a sensor that will detect whether they're in your ear or not, and will therefore automatically play or pause your music. This is a feature I always look for in a pair of truly wireless earbuds. Additionally, they are water resistant, so this means you can wear them out in the rain or say during a workout. The earbuds themselves will magnetically sit in the charging case, and as you can see, the charging case actually features a couple of LEDs on the inside to illuminate the earbuds, which is a nice touch. Now, one thing I especially like about this case is this sliding mechanism. It's just so satisfying to open and close, and I could literally see myself doing this even if I'm not using the headphones. The charging case itself has this very nice matte soft touch finish, which I think looks quite sophisticated. I especially like the use of minimal branding. As you can see, we just have a subtle Soundcore logo on the top, and then we have nothing on the bottom. And what they've done is they've actually put all the regulatory information underneath the sliding hinge here, which I think is quite smart, as that keeps the case looking very clean. In terms of the size, I would say the charging case, while it's not the smallest I've ever seen, when you look at the height, it is actually quite narrow, and this is a really good thing, as I find this way the charging case will have a lower profile in your pocket and just make it easier to carry around with you. And then on the front, we have some LEDs to indicate power as well as battery life. And on the back, we have the USB-C port and also wireless charging at the bottom to charge the battery. And then speaking of battery life, the individual earbuds will give you 8 hours of battery life, which is definitely above average, which would be around 5 to 6 for a pair of ANC earbuds. And then with the charging case, you get a combined total of 32 hours of battery life. Again, above the average of 24. And in my testing, I definitely found these battery measurements to hold up. Listening at around 50% volume with ANC on, I get around 7 hours of listening time from just the earbuds. I would say the battery performance of the Liberty 3 Pros is absolutely more than enough. Not only is it better than much of the competition, it actually means you don't have to charge them more than once per week with daily use. The earbuds pair seamlessly with Bluetooth 5.2, and what this means is they can be paired to two devices at once. So I like to have mine paired to my iPhone as well as my MacBook, and then I can easily switch between the two throughout the day. So what are they like to wear? Well, I would say the earbuds themselves are slightly above average in terms of size, but with the added support from the wingtip as well as the wide range of ear tips, you actually can get a very comfortable and light feeling fit out of these earbuds. Now, to insert them properly, make sure that you first angle them up into the ear, and then once they're in, you twist them down to sort of lock that rear wing into place. And once they are in, they are really in. During an intense workout, these earbuds do not even come close to falling out, while at the same time still being comfortable enough to wear several hours throughout the day. Before I talk about sound, I want to talk about one of my favorite features of the Liberty 3 Pros, and that is the built-in active noise cancellation. Now this can be toggled on and off directly from the earbuds, and this is great if, say, you're waiting in line for your coffee and quickly need to speak to make your order, but then want to switch back to turning on the ANC, all without reaching for your phone or removing your earbuds. Speaking of the transparency mode, I found this to work quite well. Although it can make voices sound just a little bit robotic, it does a very good job at identifying the voices and only letting those through. So in that sense, it's very functional and useful to have. When the ANC is on, it very effectively blocks out more consistent, lower frequency noise. So things like your car engine, plane engine, or even the train tracks. And then less consistent, more higher pitched noise. So for example, a crying baby will slightly come through, but even this is only just. Now, when it comes to ANC on headphones and particularly on earphones, I find that sometimes as a result of having the ANC on, you get this pressurized kind of feeling. And compared to other ANC earphones, I found that the Liberty 3 Pros perform very well in this area, causing minimal discomfort. And again, this makes them easier and more comfortable to wear for longer periods at a time. Okay, but now let's get to what actually matters most, and that is how do they sound? Well, the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros have been endorsed by 20 Grammy Award-winning audio producers, so let's see if they live up to the hype. The frequency response goes all the way down from 20 Hz up to 40 kHz. Now this provides a very broad range across all frequencies. The earbuds themselves feature Soundcore's coaxial dual driver design, and what this will provide are exceptional highs and lows. And this is reflected in the sound profile, which definitely has that V shape, again emphasizing the lower frequencies as well as the higher frequencies. And what this creates is a very pleasing and exciting sound profile. In my testing, I found the Liberty 3 Pros to perform well with all genres of music, but especially stand out with genres that have a little bit more bass. So think things like hip hop, pop, as well as house music. The lower frequencies are super tight, punchy, and deep, while at the same time the higher frequencies are very clear and detail rich. At the same time, the mid-level frequencies remain present. Now, out of the box, I would have liked to see these be a bit more emphasized, but thankfully this was easy to adjust in the app, but I'll get onto that later. For a pair of earbuds, the soundstage was also surprisingly wide, letting you hear and differentiate between all the different instruments in your track. And then when it comes to listening to podcasts, I was really impressed by how natural and true to life the voices sound. And then to top it all off, the Liberty 3 Pros get very loud. I found myself comfortable at around 50% volume, and this is something I can't say for any other pair of truly wireless earbuds. So earlier I mentioned that the Liberty 3 Pros feature 6 built-in microphones. So how do they perform? Well, during a call test, I found it to be clear on both ends. I could easily hear the person I'm speaking with, and they could clearly hear my voice, despite being in some challenging conditions, for example, walking by a busy street. I want to talk a little bit about the app. Now, Soundcore has a really fantastic app that allows you to customize your sound as well as other features of the Liberty 3 Pros. For example, if say you want a more flat sound profile, this is completely possible too. In the app, you can simply adjust the EQ and quickly save and create presets. And then to make things easier, Soundcore also provides a bunch of presets to fit your mood or the kind of music that you're listening to. And then there is HearID. Now this was a feature that really took me by surprise. What this does is it tests how you hear different frequencies at different volumes and then adjusts the EQ accordingly. Now this takes a couple of minutes to complete, but in my opinion is absolutely worth it. After taking the test myself, what this did for me was it emphasized the mids and then slightly toned down the highs. And this really made the sound even better. I highly recommend trying this feature. The app goes even further by letting you customize and fine-tune the transparency mode as well as the ANC. Now, as someone who loves to customize their tech to really suit my needs and my style, this is a feature that I've always missed on some other headphones such as the Airpods. At the end of the day, the Liberty 3 Pros provide the sound as well as the features of the best of the best. For example, the Airpods Pros or the Sony XM4s, but do so while coming in at a significantly lower price point. If you're looking for excellent sound quality that is also customizable, ANC, long battery life, water resistance, multi-device support, and much more, for the price, the Liberty 3 Pros are a fantastic choice. As always, I will leave all of the purchase links down in the description. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.